I'm Moses, once a prince of Egypt, now a shepherd, and soon to be, well, you'll see. Life was simple, tending sheep in Midian. But then, everything changed.
Moses, lead my people out of Egypt.
But I'm just a shepherd. How can I stand before Pharaoh? The journey back to Egypt was long and filled with doubt. Could I really do this? Arriving in Egypt, I saw my people suffering under Pharaoh's rule. With my brother Aaron by my side, we approached Pharaoh's palace.
Who is this God that I should obey him? I will not let your people go.
And so began the plagues. First, the waters turned to blood. The Nile, once life-giving, became a river of death. Next came the frogs. They were everywhere, in beds, in food, hopping through the streets. Then lice infested every person and animal. The itching was unbearable. Swarms of flies filled the air, buzzing incessantly. It was maddening. Disease struck the livestock. Cows, sheep, and horses fell where they stood. Boils erupted on skin, causing pain and fear throughout Egypt. The sky darkened and hail rained down, destroying crops and buildings alike. Locusts devoured what little remained, leaving the land bare. For 3 days, darkness covered Egypt. It was so thick you could almost touch it. But it was the final plague that broke Pharaoh's will, the death of the firstborn. That night, cries of anguish echoed through every Egyptian home.
Spoken in a quavering, feeble tone.
Go! And so, we left Egypt, heading towards a new future. We hurried to leave, gathering what we could carry. As we fled, I couldn't help but wonder, was this truly God's plan? All this suffering? Just as we thought we were free, we heard it, the thundering of hooves. Pharaoh had changed his mind. His army was in pursuit. Panic spread through our people as we reached the shores of the Red Sea. Trapped between the sea and Pharaoh's army, it seemed all hope was lost. But then, I felt it. A surge of faith, of power I'd never known before. I raised my staff and the sea parted before us. Hurry, cross while we still can. As we crossed, I realized this was more than an escape. It was the birth of a nation. Behind us, Pharaoh's army entered the sea, their chariots racing across the seafloor. But as the last of our people reached the other side, I heard God's voice again. I lowered my staff, and the waters crashed down behind us. The sea swallowed Pharaoh's army, and our journey to freedom truly began. Looking at my people, tired, scared, but free, I knew our real journey was just starting. Sometimes the greatest changes come when we least expect them. But with faith, anything is possible.